Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are reading from chapter 5, the Yoga of the Renunciation of Action. And we are just about to complete the study of the practice of meditation that is described in verses 27 and 28. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the reference in verse 28 to having liberation as his supreme goal, meaning why we're doing all those practices to reach spiritual liberation, to reach yoga, union, moksha. It's all the same. Is the supreme goal to transcend, to get out of samsara, the cycle of birth and death. And in this context, I've heard recently a very beautiful story by a Sufi teacher. And the story is telling about a teacher and a disciple that were walking in a field. And all of a sudden, the disciple finds an oil lamp, like the one in Aladdin where you rub it. And then the genie comes out and tells you, make a wish, and you get whatever you want for. And many times those stories inspire us to really think about the limits of our imagination. If we could have our wildest desire coming true, it says, a blank check. You have the lamp, you just need to rub it, say what you want, and you will get it. What will we ask for? So many times this is used as an exercise to make you expand your ambition, to actually become more ambitious, to desire more, which can be good in some contexts, but in the spiritual context, is usually not encouraged because it says it will just get you more and more involved in samsara. But still, we're bringing this story. Why? Well, the disciple was rubbing the lamp and received indication that his wish will be fulfilled. And so teacher tells him, ask. So the disciple, it was a warm day and they were walking, and the disciple says, I wish I could have a watermelon. Teacher tells him, you have this lamp, you can ask for whatever you want, and all you ask is a watermelon. Come on, aim higher. So the disciple takes the advice to heart, rubs again the lamp and think, okay, what can I ask? He says, I would like to have a big watermelon. And this is us, says the teaching. Many times we sit for the practice of meditation. We want what? We want to be able to relax, which is good, because if we are stressed, if our mind is very, very highly agitated, we will not be able to do spiritual practices properly. Of course, we will not be able to meditate, and it will also interfere with our health. So it's very good to calm down, but should this be our goal? Aim higher. Okay, I also want to develop a better ability to concentrate, to focus my mind, so I become a better student, so I'm able to be more productive at work. And again, it's very good. It's not to say that it's not a proper benefit of meditation. It's very good, but the yogis tell us, aim higher. And then some people, they read the Patanjali Yoga Sutras and they read the chapter about the attainments, the siddhis, what can come out of meditation. And it's like a description of miracles. Yeah, I can get out of my body and go into the body of another. I can have endless knowledge, say, of astronomy, it's all described there, of my past birth. I can learn how to read the thoughts of others. So some people get very, very, very fascinated with those siddhis, with those attainments. And they say, this is my goal, this is what I want to do. Swami Shivananda tells us, you want to be a magician, you want to do tricks, go learn how to be a magician. Why all this work? This is not the purpose of meditation. And actually the Patanjali Raja Yoga Sutras tell us that those siddhis are obstacles, because we get so fascinated and so much in love with those new abilities and some sense of supremacy that they might be giving us, that we forget completely why we started the practice. So the yogis will come and tell us, aim higher. Those things that look like the supreme goods are the broken pieces of glass. You actually only went from a small watermelon to a big watermelon. Aim higher. Aim to, instead of trying to suppress the symptoms of samsara, which is suffering and pain, by finding little points of pleasure that will come and go, aim higher. Aim to get out of the whole thing, not to suppress the symptoms, to find the cure to the disease of samsara, to be liberated completely. And again and again and again, the yogis will remind us, keep that goal in mind. It will inspire you to go higher. It will help you understand what this practice is all about, and it will give you a flavor of the true thing. You're looking for true, lasting, undecaying bliss, and not for a fleeting sensation of pleasure. So this is also what is mentioned here in this verse, to remind us why we're meditating, to remind us the highest goal. Aim higher. So this is the last point on this verse, and we will continue with the next verse, which is the last in this chapter, in the next talk. So please join us. Om Shanti.